All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Today in Pathfinders, we are going to be looking at a process I have been working with for a while. I'm going to teach you this. It is a path to modern enlightenment. It is going to help you accelerate your spiritual process, and I've just been having some amazing luck with it, so I want to share it with you guys. So today we're going to start that in Pathfinder, so jump on in. Tomorrow in astrology, I'm going to help you guys understand the zodiacal wheel in your own natal chart so you can confidently start working with your own astrology. So that's tomorrow in my astrology group. So jump on into that as well if you don't know how to work with your own astrology or figure out what's going on or how things are going to impact you. That's the place. All right, let's see where we're going here. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. I like that. Voyage of the heart. This one's been coming up quite a lot. I did some interesting looking at astrology. I looked at some astrology for 2025 in the twin flame reading. So if you haven't gotten to that, I forecast a little bit of 2025 in there. So I'll put a little link to that video. When you're done with this, you can check it out. So this does have to do, oh, look at this, grace and gratitude. This is about purging things. And I feel like this goes back to the full moon in Taurus that we're about to experience this Friday, the 15th. We're looking at that. We're looking at the alignment with Uranus, which is about aha moments and purging anything that is emotional baggage. What are you dragging around with you? Okay. That's going to be important because this lightness of being, embracing enthusiasm, voyage of the heart, there really needs to be a purge here of some very heavy, dark energies. If you're, I don't know if I want to describe them like that. I just feel like they're not useful, going to drag you down. All right. So if you're carrying around grudges or carrying around baggage from previous relationships, it's time to really move on and forgive, let go. And I say forgive, I mean forgive yourself. You can forgive other people. You can only if you're ready for that. And you can just make some kind of peace with all of, I just think about, in A Christmas Carol, Jacob Marley showing up with that big, long, ponderous chain. That's what we're dragging around with us. That is baggage, my friend. That is what that is. So 10 of Pentacles underneath, the Magician, the 2 of Swords, the Temperance card, and the 2 of Pentacles. There's Taurus energy. So some of you are dealing with family issues. Some of you are dealing with I don't know what to do about things. There's a certain amount of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to look at this a little bit. I'm not going to look at this, right? I don't want to look at this. But it's also dragging down your manifesting capability. It's keeping you in low vibration. Okay. And do I have this book? Oh, yes. Finally, I get to show it to you. Power versus Force. If you haven't read this yet, Dr. David Hawkins talks about shame and guilt and some of the lower vibrational energies. And that's just happening around you. If you're really holding on or you're feeling in low vibe, it's time to look at that. It's time to clear it. And I don't mean shove it down or eat your feelings or don't feel your feelings. Feel your feelings, process them and move through them. You don't have to do it at some kind of breakneck speed, but the more you can be embracing enthusiasm right now, the more you can be, sort of in the energy of courage, having courage to move forward, having courage to be, the divine feminine warrior that you are, having that kind of experience and having grace and gratitude for what is in your life, really clearing out clearing out darkness, especially from previous relationships. My God. If you've been feeling like this, it's like you can only lay on the ground so much. I'm not being unsympathetic at all. I am saying that there is a chapter that has ended for sure. And I feel like in this full moon that's coming up, it's really asking us to embrace surprising events. Think something that's surprising. So you can't be swamped with this right now. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to help you, because what's coming requires you to be on, not, I don't know about on your game, but requires you to be in an energy of receptivity, in an energy of clearing. I'm working through my stuff. I'm taking note of my own, what I'm learning and what I'm stuck on and what I'm not willing to forgive. I'm taking note of all these things. 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. It's like we're collaborating now. We're collaborating now. 9 of Wands. You've got to transmute your hurt, your pain into useful stuff. How can I use this? How can I take this lesson and fashion it into a bow and arrow, or fashion it into, like, it's got to be useful. We're having the nodes of the moon moving in January from Aries and Libra into Pisces and Virgo, and that is very much about a spiritual utilitarianism, a spiritual direction grounded in everyday practice, and using what is around you. Very much, this is Pallas Athena. She is not in a situation where she's kind of licking her wounds or anything like that. She's like, nope, I've got that sword of truth. I'm moving forward. I'm going to be doing that. Courageous, right? Courageous. It's time to be there. 7 of Cups. There's a lot of confusion. Devil energy here. And then the Strength card moving forward. Okay, I love that. Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands, Queen of Cups. That's beautiful energy. So this is divine feminine energy with the masculine and feminine here. 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. You know, this is really lovely progression, because the Devil card is about where we stay stuck voluntarily. It's like we think we can't do anything about it. And so, like, consider an addict. The victim mode of that gets you stuck. Only when you say, I am connected to higher power, I am connected to the love force, I'm connected to these things, can I embrace it and move forward. It's not going to help you to be helpless right now. So a lot of what is spiritually being asked of us is work on the processing of our feelings, work on the energy of Athena, knowing the truth, seeing the truth, being able to take in the truth, purging anything that is emotional baggage from ourselves, purging that, letting go of that, moving on from that, and really bringing in, even though we might be confused, the 7 of Cups there, bringing in passion and love and power and manifestation. You know, if nothing else, the purpose of this is to be able to manifest from an energy that is for good, for the light. And, you know, if you need a mission or purpose, or if you need a reason, like, that's the reason. Okay. It is about manifesting from that place of I see where we're going. Because the 10 of Swords, you see the light coming up over here. It's not setting, it's coming up. It's coming up. And you've got a lot to offer, right? You've got a lot to offer. What are the challenges that might be facing us right now? Wheel of Fortune. This is a destined, fated moment. A destined, fated moment. A 10 of Wands, right? 9, 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Oh, wow. Okay, so I want to say there's a couple of things going on right now, and I'm going to share with you, if I can find it. Oh, good grief. I want to share with you a little bit about the astrology of what we're dealing with coming up on the 15th. We have, right, a full moon in Taurus. And that full moon in Taurus is about the things that we are holding on to because they make us feel safe. Scorpio is where the sun is. And so I like Scorpio sun because, obviously sun is light. And Scorpio sun is saying, hey, I've got real feelings here. That's right. You've got real feelings, but let's not harden them into belief systems or grudges. Let's shine the light on the things and start addressing the things that we are holding on to that are making us comfortable. They're like attachments that we have to specific people or stuff in our life or victim mentality or anything like that. It's time to purge that. And the full moon is saying that, especially because it's aligned with Uranus. Uranus is sitting right there, 25 degrees of Taurus. And that is going to bring about some sharp aha moments for you of anything that you're holding on to that is, you might think that it's a legit thing to hold on to. But I feel like whatever you see in your life or whatever themes are happening, there may be a sense of like, I need to move on from that. It's not teaching me anything else. I've learned the lesson. I don't need to hold on to this anymore. I really got to move on from it. It's draining you. That's what the devil energy is there. Something is draining you. It's not just enough like, oh, I have an attachment to my career, or I have an attachment to being married, or I have an attachment. That's fine. It's the things you have attachments to that are draining you. Those are the things that maybe there might be a light shined on them that can be some kind of addiction. And when I say addiction, I don't mean necessarily drinking or drugs or anything. I can mean like, okay, like dopamine hits, like, oh, I'm so addicted to Twitter and oh, it's draining me. That needs to go, right? That needs to go. Oh, this person just keeps reaching out and taking from me, but I really want them to be dating me, and so I'm just going to put up with it. Nope, drop, done. You cannot afford any leaky energy right now. All right? And there's going to be some sudden breakthroughs, sudden shocking things that are going to be happening from this full moon. We feel the energy of the full moon as it approaches, and it's approaching us right now. Full moon on the 15th. The same day, this moon, the Uranian energy is trining Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees. And that 29 degrees is, Pluto is about like these structures in our life that exist that we think are the rules. Well, I can't move on from this person because this is a rule I've made, or this is who I am in my life, but it's really draining me. It's really not serving me. What is no longer working for you? Saturn is moving direct. Saturn is moving direct in Pisces at the same time of all of this other stuff going on. So Saturn moving direct in Pisces says it's time to spiritually work on all of this and moving on from it, or making some decisions about moving on from it. We have Mars and Leo right now, so just be careful about making really rash decisions. But I feel like you're going to see it. And then Saturn moving direct says, I can help you work on this. Okay. I can help you spiritually, emotionally, Pisces, work on this creatively, work on this, take some creative action to move on from whatever is draining you in your life. So I just want to give you that. Let's finish up here. There won't be an extended for this reading, but let's just finish up here with what don't you see coming with this full moon? Tower. This full moon showing up as a tower. Star. Healing. Judgment. Wow. That's some big energy right there, right there. 6 of Cups. The purpose, the reason for this, the reason for purging and letting go of these heavy energies or people that are takers or things that don't work for you is you got to make space for something that does. It's coming fast, faster than you can think, faster than you know. It's here. Judgment and Tower is like, get on it because this is here. Whether it's a relationship or it's abundance of some kind, you cannot attract it. You cannot be at that crossroads and be ready for this without purging. So let me just say to you, if you're holding on to, let's just use relationship. If you're holding on to a relationship that's really draining you because you're afraid nothing better will come along, you're not right about that. Something better is trying to come along. And it's time. All right, it's time. So actions and advice for you. 3 of Swords. Rip off the Band-Aid, please. Fool. There's the new beginning. Wow. There's the devil energy. I didn't say it'd be easy. Ace of Pentacles. Right there. There's a gift in this. This is Saturn. Right? You know how I talk about, well, maybe you don't. If you're new to the channel, hi. Saturn, when Saturn goes retrograde, it's like the teacher goes away for, leaves the room. When Saturn goes direct again, the teacher comes back and says, hey, how you doing with those lessons I gave you? You haven't done them? F. You've been working on it? You've been doing your stuff? Gifty. Ace of Pentacles for you. Ace of Pentacles. So even though you have to rip off the Band-Aid and you can't see what's next, I'm telling you here that that Spirit is bringing in exactly what you want to manifest. It's only because you can't see what's next that you're holding on to something. That's the only reason. It's not like, oh, this is good for me. It's draining. It's not good. You just can't see what the next step is. Trust. Trust. All right. Next 30 days. There's Sag energy. So Sag, there's going to be a lot of themes around truth coming up in the month as we get to Sagittarian season. Right? That's right after Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 19th. Then we get into Sag on the 20th, 21st. 3 of Cups, celebration, lighter energy. 6 of Wands, victory. Knight of Swords. Hold on with that. Hold on. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. There's conflict here. So you moving forward, 6 of Wands, having claimed victory. I feel like, look at this, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands, the 2 fastest moving knights coming at you. More decisions to come. This is really opening up your creative passions. So if you're in a job that sucks, but it like pays your rent, and I don't know where I'm going to go after this, only by dropping things, only by doing this, by taking this action and having trust, will the good stuff show up. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to stay here until the good stuff shows up. It won't. It won't. Okay, messages to you from Spirit. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. The Strength card, I love that. Underneath, Sun, Leo energy. In the Twin Flame Extended, I forecasted some 2025 beautiful energy for next July and next August. We are, as we get to March, this winter is going to be a little concerning, but as we get to March, April, and May, things are going to start opening up. And boy, boy howdy, by the time we get to July and August, it is going to be incredible. So whatever you need to do here, there's going to be messages coming through. You're clearing all of the cords. You're clearing the decks. You're clearing all of this energy. Takes courage to do that. Outcome. Yep, there's the Nine of Swords. Outcome, please. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Look at all that. High Priestess energy. Self-confidence. Courage, self-confidence, determination. Whatever's draining you, out it goes. Out it goes. All right, my love. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.